This is part 7, 444. The birds are chirping. So I'm going to continue where I left off. This is the last part. We are talking about demons, emotions, will, possession, and exorcism. Got it. So, and now we were talking, the first parts are giving my explanation, but these last few parts have been more about the church and explanation of what it truly is, and ways to liberate ourselves, basically, which is to have knowledge or wisdom of what's going on. So, again, we're talking about the church, the Catholic Church. I watched a video with a Catholic priest, and I'm going to go into what he said, the last little part. But it is in times of war and oppression periods, great times of war and oppression periods, when everything weighs the heaviest. That's when you feel the insurmountable pressure from all which ways, forms, and directions. That is when the emotions are weighed on the heaviest, because the emotions weigh on the heart. They are the scale. And which way are you tipping your scale? Is it in balance? Are you in tune? Have you seen your scale? Have you become, balanced on both sides and center and really connecting? But we're getting a little too ahead of ourselves. But so the priest said, before 1963, the average time, and remember the ones that aren't reported, so the average time to liberate a person from full possession was 1 to 2 days, supposedly. Okay? After 1963, but now that I'm saying it, it's probably because they didn't record anything, so they could have said whatever the hell they wanted to. But after 1963, turned to up to 8 months to 2 years it would take to liberate a person. Now, on average, up to 4 years to liberate someone. And he says two reasons are the world is more evil and demons are a lot more powerful. Are you saying your emotions are more powerful than you are? And the second component is how holy the people are in the Catholic Church determines how effective my prayers are. That's what he said. Your faith determines how effective my prayers are, and I beg to disagree on that. When I walk into session that tells us there is a fundamental problem with the numbers of the church, and that is showing you a problem, that it's not necessarily the people, it might be you. With the numbers of the church are not as holy as their counterparts were in the past. So he's basically saying, the congregation is not as faithful as they used to be, basically. And in essence, what he says here is truth, but there is no more faith in the church, only self, and what will preserve the collective consciousness of life, is finding that faith within self, because we need to feel it, we need to know it, we need to understand it to really question the fundamentals of things. Of not relying on others to solve our problems, and we're not getting anywhere, and we're finally finding the fundamental problems are right there in front of our faces. And then he could also be saying with the numbers not being as holy as the past, it's also the numbers. He is referring to the numbers of people going to church. So, in that aspect, he's bringing attention to that again. And again, making everybody look like the bad guy, but you still haven't fixed the problems. You haven't shown proof of, much of anything. Okay, so we're gonna get into some crystal cards just to end this on a good note. Grossular. This stone is in the garnet family. It can re-energize the chakras and then brings balance to those energies. It radiates a calming energy that is very useful in times of great stress. So call on the power of the stone, or go out and you can hold one, wear one. Hold it over your heart as jewelry. It's a good for the heart chakra, for grounding. Hematite, meditating with this crystal is the best way to receive its power. It's a very beautiful grounding stone. It's a very great way to connect with stabilizing energies, grounding, especially in difficult times, protects you from absorbing other people's negativity. Do more T-Rite. This deep colored stone, that's what that one looks like if you need to see it, but can help you control or get control of your life back, or in essence get you back on track. When used as jewelry or held in the hand during daily meditation, it can help you become more organized and give you self-discipline you need to succeed, helping you find that. You will begin to feel inner peace and an end to chaotic life. We're just going to go through these while we got time. Zoisite is to tune you with your emotions. It's a sacred stone, can shift emotions and help break through emotional trauma. When anxiety and worry flood your mind, this stone will assist you in meditation. Also brings in higher vibrational energies, especially against angst. And it reminds me of like the watermelon. So it's very heart chakra centered, but also like purple flame inviting. It reminds you of like a watermelon, so it's got that sweet water essence. Cryosotile. This deep colored stone comes from the serpentine group of stones. It is especially useful to attract and manifest your needs. Known to clear the heart chakra, it will help you inject energy into your being, filled with positivity. Turquoise, this beautiful sky stone, is a healing stone, especially powerful when used on the throat, solar plexus, third eye. It has been known to calm mood swings. It's a very protective stone as well. Connects you to your ancestors. Stabilizing running thoughts and worries, at the same time stimulating romance and love. Let's go to Amazonite. There's a lot of electromagnetic energy in the air caused by various things, microwave, cell phones, electronics. This stone is a filter for pollution, opens the throat and heart chakras, allows us to see and speak our truth without the static of everyday life drowning us out. And let's go to Priosolite. Courage and confidence are what the stone brings. Boosting those qualities will manifest your goals, strengthen your motivation. It turns negative energy into positive, and once bathed in the positive light, all good things happen. And then we have sunstone. We got time for this. The stone will give you light in times of darkness. It's a very beautiful stone to have. I do highly recommend it. Hope leads you to a better emotional state. You feel its warming, beautiful sun energy revitalizing you, energizing the immune system, especially kickstarting natural healing, kickstarting like the dandelion. Beautiful.